This morning I'm going to do this video, and I'm going to dedicate this to my great nephew, my cousin's son, who was killed in a motorcycle crash in Memphis to youth school. Now, I'm dedicating this because this morning it was so emotional for me when I was, right before I wake up, I try to have a conversation with my inner self. And this morning I woke up crying. I want to tell you a little bit about me. See, I was always independent. That was one of my most precious things in my life, is that I was independent. I learned how to fix on cars by reading a book. I used to help people fix their brakes. I learned how to fix my car. I had an 82 Honda Prelude, and I called it Prelude. And I had the clutch cable went out, and I learned how to fix that. Read the book and everything. I didn't like being in a situation where I was helpless. I didn't like doing it. I didn't like feeling it. It made me depressed when I felt like that I couldn't do anything. And that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. When I used to always say, I don't need nobody. But then later on, I did need somebody. I did. I started, needing people. When somebody made me mad, I left them alone. That was one of my second best things. If you did something that hurt me, I left you alone. I didn't fool with you. I didn't do anything. I didn't cuss you out or do anything. I just left you alone. And I let you know I'm gonna leave you alone, because I don't get down like that. And some things in life brings transition. When I became a parent, I realized something. It wasn't always about me. It was about them. I put my college aside, and I made sure that they had the best. Because I felt like you always give your children the best. Because now I ain't talking about the best clothes and stuff. No, we wasn't like that. But you make sure that when you leave this planet, when you leave this place, that that you're not making a dependent. I always used to tell them, one day I'm not going to be here. And you're going to have to figure this out on your own. Just remember what I say. But anyway, I learned that, it's always good to give. Even if you have little, it's something that somebody else needs that you can give. It ain't always got to be about money. Sometimes it just can be a comforting word, or a hug, or understanding, or it could be anything. Sometimes it's just a pep talk that you need. So, as I turn, I'm in 2 more months, God, I pray I'll be turning 60. But I had a setback. See, everybody think that people who are disabled are they physical disabled. But see, you don't look at the mental disability. Because see, right now, we're going through a transition. Yes, we are. Because see, somebody that's used to working got fired. Somebody who used to having money is broke or becoming broke. Ooh, I'm looking at my face. I must have cried in my sleep all night, because oh my goodness, I'm going to have to really do some stuff. Somebody who had always had a house is faced with homelessness. We got children being taken away from their parents. And see, while others are shouting and saying, oh, good, 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 we don't know what kind of harm mentally, emotionally, we have scarred them. Oh, the wrath of God is going to be so hard on so many. But you know what? I noticed something. Because you know what? We got some MAGAs in our family too. And when you talk to them, they angry, they bitter, they blameful. Oh my goodness, and I was listening to a conversation with one, and I had to ask, why are you so angry? What made you so angry? So bitter? See, you know, right now I'm going through a change in my life. We're going to talk about me. I'm independent. I was able to do this, and now I am faced with something I have no control over. I got a medical condition that has ravaged my body. I got on some medication that made my right vision blurry. I found out that all them years of typing, there's something going on. I got gout in my right hand, my prominent right hand. Oh, it gets a little bit deeper. And when I found out, when I lost my job because of my disability, that was in August. It took me months in October to even apply for disability. See, I didn't want to accept the fact that, you know what, Samantha had some medical issues. Oh, I look normal, don't I? That's what most people are. They look, they appear, but they not. So I cried while I was online filling it out. Because I feel like a part of my independence was taken away. And then it's the long wait. Oh, they don't give it to you in months. No, it's years. It's years. I filed in 2023. I said, well, you know what? Still in denial. Applied for programs to help me get a job. Even they couldn't help me. Whew. Then I got to this new administration coming in and says, hey, we finna fix the able-bodied people, make them work and stuff like that. But do we really know what an able-bodied person is? He emotionally scarred and physically scarred folks that ain't done nothing wrong, and people cheer, yay, he's getting rid of the immigrants, same ones that read the Bible and claim they following Jesus. Oh, yes. See, I'm going to tell you something about people who blame people for their downfall. See, they got to find a loophole. They got to find, all the things that went bad in their life. They got to find somebody. Because it couldn't be them. It surely cannot be them. It can't be them that have messed up their own life, that made such bad choices. No, it's that undocumented immigrant. No, it's them black folks. No, it's them gay folks. No, who else? It's them transgender. No, it's gotta be somebody. I gotta blame somebody. I can't believe that I made all these bad choices in life that I did, that my life is so messed up now because of me. So I was coming to terms with my disability. And I'm going to tell you something, thing about disability is that, especially at my age, you don't qualify you for no county emergency assistance. I'm in that yellow stage where, I can't get Medicaid. I can't get this. I can't get, I can get food stamps, but I can't get this. I can't get that. I'm just in that gray area. I'm in that gray area. Can't work. Because if I work, let's say I get a job today, then the 3 years that I applied is gone. And then I get fired because of my disability and got to start all over. So I'm in a catch-22 now. Now my emotional history is being tested. Because now I'm no longer independent. I'm semi-independent. I'm semi-independent. Stop wearing makeup. Clothes that I had that I'm so used to wearing to go to work, looking nice. My little lunch buckets, my little, things that coffee mugs, you work in the office, your favorite coffee mug, your pictures, your inspiration. Now I found out that the inspiration that I was putting on the wall, I didn't read it anymore. Wasn't inspired by it. Had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to fix myself up to go somewhere. Depressed. Hard to get out of bed. Hard to do things. Complete things. Stay focused. Then I got a medical problem, a skin problem. Made it even more worse. Taking baths 4 and 5 days. 4 or 5, times a day. Alcohol, witch hazel. Work for a minute, stop. Then I got to turn around. Now I'm finna use, the doctor's giving me stuff, but I can't use it in certain areas. Yeah, we talking about this. I'm depressed. I'm sad. What's the purpose of getting out of bed? What's the purpose of, my life? As I knew it, it's over. So at 59, where do Samantha go? What does she do? But see, people think that because they see this, that Samantha can't be disabled. Oh, I got diabetes too, and I still find me a job. Oh, I'm a diabetic too, but I don't let that stop me. Waking up, being up all night, and then waking up nauseated when you finally go to sleep. Things you want to go do. But out of all of this that I'm going through, out of all of this that I'm undoing, the best part about it is that I'm not blaming nobody and I'm not bitter. Ooh. See, I could have been bitter when Trump said he gonna get rid of all them Social Security people. Yeah, he gonna get all these folks that's off the couch and I'm gonna be able to get me Social Security and stuff like that and all of that. I said, my God. My God. See, we don't think about our fellow man. We so bitter and hateful now that, you know what? You see a gay man having a nice life. Okay, so what? That his lifestyle is between him and God. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got shit to do with you. But that man out there, you know what? He's out there happy. He's living a life. And you mad. Oh, you mad. Some of y'all sisters are so mad. Ooh, I gotta stop crying because I can't do this video if I keep crying. Some of y'all so mad because they out there having a life. They living a life. They whatever it is, that's between them and God. Ain't got shit to do with you, but you mad because he go to work happy. See, people hate to see people happy. You know, I see people, you know, that even though I'm going through depression, even though it makes me to the point I don't even want to function, I still get up and I still smile because I don't know who I'm going to affect along the way. I better stop the crying now. Let me fix this up for a minute. Ooh. See, I have to be happy because I got on my Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Okay. But anyway. See, some people are not happy. They don't know how to accept the transition. The transition, they don't know how to accept it. My transition was that yesterday, I called up people that I knew. Because I called them up and I asked them, did they have lunch bags? Do they take their lunch? Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do. All of that. So the kitchen is messed up now because I went through all the cabinets, all the lunch boxes, bags, and stuff that I took. I even got a reusable brown bag I got from Trader Joe's. It looks like a brown bag, and you can wash it, and it looks like a brown lunch bag. And I packed up all my lunch bags and stuff like that, and I put them in boxes and put them in bags, cups, coffee cups, mugs, stuff like that. And I'm donating them, giving them to people that I know that need a lunch bag. And as I was giving it away, I was about to cry. I was about to cry. Then I got happy. Because I thought about not only why I bought the bags, and the totes and all of that made me happy, is that I thought about the person I was giving it to and how excited they was to receive a bag that I was getting ready to give to them. Oh, so they're gonna be able to fulfill their little lives. Oh, and I was so excited. I'm excited giving it to them. You know, when I go to the funeral, I say, hey, I got you. You know what? I leaked, I had a little thing and it leaked. My cup leaked over in this and it wasted and messed up my little food. I got you. You ain't gonna have that problem no more. Got you. And I felt good. I felt good about that. What is wrong with us that we cannot transition and show love and empathy for ourselves? No, but we got folks who are so mad. They mad because these Hispanics didn't have nothing and they came to this country and they living in a house. It may be 10 of them living in a house and they happy. And every Friday night, you hear that mariachi music and they laughing and giggling and stuff. And you in your house and you're mad because you ain't got nobody. Your attitude's so fucked up. Don't nobody want to fool with you. The man that you with, he there part-time, or the woman you with, she out with somebody else, and you're mad. You're mad. Get out the house. I see so many folks in Memphis that's so happy they getting rid of folks, and they, I'm gonna tell you something about a criminal that folks in Memphis don't understand. See, criminals don't do criminal activity. If you notice, if you read your documentaries, like what's his name, Al Capone, some of them mafias, Italian mafia gangs, when they knew that crime, when they knew the police was cracking down on people, they went underground. They went, because that was to protect their entity. They went underground. They laid low. They knew what they were doing, because they didn't want their business to be interrupted. But see, people in Memphis, like I said, they got the false appearance that, because they getting these 200 and some criminals off the street, that they breaking crime. No, they don't. No, they don't. But see, that's part of the transition, because see, because see, you got so many people that are mad, because you got so many. See, this is everybody's transitional period. How we survive it. Not just how we survive it, that affects, we are never going to be the same. Nobody in this country, even the ones that's being deported, will never be the same. We're not looked at the same anymore. We're not trusted anymore. And the thought is that, how you dealing with your transition? See, I don't want to be in my 80s and sitting here saying, I'm mad because of this or that, or shoulda, coulda, woulda. I want to say that everything that I tried to do or wanted to do, I did. I did. But see, I still got that, still got that hippie spirit. And my hippie spirit is saying, Samantha, you got all this stuff going on, but you still Samantha. You still you can still do this. And the best part about it is this right here. It's still gonna go on. I'm gonna tell you something. Getting old can be a blissful thing, or it can be a curse. Depends on how you live it. That's just like, what? One thing I learned is that if you young and you bitter, baby, you gonna have so many trials and tribulations that may set you back, they may cause you to divert your plan. But you know what? If you really truly, don't blame nobody. Even if it is somebody, don't blame nobody. We need to stop looking at who did what to us, and start looking at, how could I make my life better? How could I make my life? Okay, I'm disabled, but you know what? And I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I'm having a hard time. But at the same time, I think I'm turning it to, what the man say? He said, I'm turning to Peter Pan. Because you know what? I gotta find something. I can't let this beat me. I gotta find something that makes me smile. Everybody don't want to transition to the right place in the right time. It's some folks that, that's their job, to transition to the evil. When you see these evil, thoughtful comments, that's their transition. Everybody ain't gonna be transitioned to see the truth and stuff. That's the best part. Some of these folks is transitioning to the evil monsters that they are, the evil people that they are, and they still think that God is pleased in what they doing. And see, that's why I tell people, don't tell me you're a Christian. Show me you're a Christian. Don't tell me you believe in God. Show me you believe in God. Don't tell me that you got Christian values. Show me you got Christian values. I don't know what that is. But you know, I know what compassion is. I know what empathy is. I know what support is. I know what prayer is. And don't just pray that God benefits you. Pray and ask God to benefit somebody else. How about that? Do you pray for somebody else before you pray for yourself? I'm going to tell you something. I learned that if you pay, and this happened in truth, when you stop looking at your problem and pray for somebody else, God will work a miracle in your life. But when you sitting here, you only praying for yourself because you so caught up in yourself. You so caught up. You got folks that's sitting up here. See, God is exposing everything, and everything that he's exposing is not meant for you to be scared of, or for you to be taken as a, blaming. Some of this stuff is for you to get on the track. Look into your own self. Now, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. I'm in a good spot right now. But I'm going to be all right. But the thing about us is this right here. Every one of us has a story, whether it's a bad one or a good one. And I'm going to tell you something. Life does not make everything good and bad and say it's good. Life is all about challenges. It's about facing your worst fears. It's about dealing with things that you can't deal with. And your life is not just for you to talk about. It is a testimony. It is an overcoming. I overcame so much stuff in my life. That's what made me me. That's what brought out the beauty in me, is that, you know what? So when I see somebody being happy, I'm not envious or jealous. I'm happy that they happy. Are you happy? No, some of us are not. Because in reality, the monster that we trying to sit here and say, you know what, I'm going to tell you. I can say this in best things. When you see somebody, and I'm going to end this video on this note. When you see somebody that is trying to go after you, mad at you because you live in your life, that you know what, that is not for them to judge. They don't pray for you. They talk about you. They got to blame you for being whatever, whoever you are. You know what? That 9 times out of 10, it's not that they hate you for what you are. They hate because they can't be it. They resentful because you know what? They never took that leap that you take it. They are mad because you know what? They let life go by and never did it. And then now they want to blame somebody. Instead of pointing them fingers, the rest of them fingers, notice them, the rest of them fingers to their own ass and say, you know what? I messed up. And regardless if they are 1 or 101, feel like it's too late for them. Maybe it is. But today, for anybody that's listening, go be Peter Pan. Go have fun. Learn how to laugh. Learn how to be a kid. In fact, I got some Ratatouille headband. I think I may put him on and go to Walmart. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Or better yet, I may put on my bunny ears and drive down the street. Go have fun. Go have fun. Stop being bitter and live your life.